So I have a question here from Isaac. It's a question that I've thought about over the years, and it's a question that a lot of you guys have, and it could help you with your dog as well. So here's the question, then I'm going to get into it, okay? I'd love to know if you think Bosco and Prince have an understanding that the aggressive or reactive dogs are there for them to fix. Prince is my current dog. Bosco is my past dog. To expand on that, do you think they understand that it is a job in the way a dog comprehends search and rescue, and how to raise a well-bred dog to be able to do such a task? Okay, so I'm going to answer the last part first. How to raise a dog to be a helper dog. I don't know if I coined that phrase. I started saying it years ago. I don't know if any other trainers call their dog a helper dog. It just felt natural to me to call it a helper dog. Do you want a helper dog? Or do you want your dog to be like my dogs? Yeah, you probably do, because there's a confidence in the way they deal with other dogs. But the truth is, you don't need dogs like I needed my dogs to be. You want a confident dog, but you don't need a dog to be as confident and work the way my dogs work. And the truth is, you probably can't get it, because there's two extreme things that have happened in me raising my dogs, okay? One of those things that happened that is hard for you to do and would be hard for me to do if I didn't own a business, although my first dog, Bosco, I got him before the business, and we didn't have a lot of board and trains. We were just starting out. We'd get a board and train one, and then a week later, maybe another one, but he met a lot of dogs. But the first thing is, my dogs are masters of doggy body language. They have been around so many dogs that they have to become masters at it. That's why you'll see in a video them go up to a dog, read the dog, and react in a certain way because they've met so many dogs. You don't need to socialize your dog like that. Socialize your dog. Socialization, by the way, in the last 5 years, 10 years, is getting a bad rap. And to some degree it should. Right? If you're just socializing your dog constantly, taking him dog parks, you can do more harm than good. Your dog gets attacked because it meets so many dogs, takes it 5 steps back. But careful socialization, dogs meeting a lot of other good dogs, it's got its good sides in that they're going to become masters at doggy body language. That's what my dogs have been, masters at reading other dogs. Okay, the other extreme thing with my dogs is that I am the leader of the groups of dogs. I do believe that dogs probably see like, this guy is the boss of all these dogs. And I think my 2 dogs, when it's time to go home and I take them with me, they probably are kind of like, I'm with the boss. There is a sense of that. So you guys, in my video I posted this morning, well, I'll post this one tomorrow, so probably be yesterday. I talked about you guys having the will to understand that behaviors are unacceptable and react to those behaviors in a no-nonsense way. That's what you have to do. And then your dog starts to respect you. In the same way kids respect parents that aren't pushovers, right? They see it. They just see it in life. They grow up with seeing parents that have integrity and don't take any nonsense and treat people well, and they sense it even if the parents don't ever tell them. They see it. My dogs probably see it too. They see like, oh, this is the boss and he commands respect from these other dogs, and that gives them a sense of they're proud. Okay, so how do you raise a well-bred dog to be able to do such a task? You're going to socialize the heck out of your dog. But I don't know if you want to socialize the heck out of your dog, right? It takes work. It takes a lot of dogs to be so good at reading other dogs. All right, so for the first part, do they have an understanding that the aggressive reactive dog are there for them to fix? Probably not. They probably don't. It's a game. It's a fun game 95% of the time. 5% of the time, it ain't fun. Just like they're going to a job, your job is not always fun. Maybe your job is never fun. That's not great, okay? To them, it's fun. It's like if you teach your kids sports, it's going to get harder as they get older, but there should always be a sense of fun to it, okay? If it's the fun with the friends they play, what about individual sport? You have to make it fun. You have to try to make it as fun as possible, even though it's hard work. So for my dogs, it's mainly fun, but they're doing their job. And they know I'm going to protect them. That's one of the bigger keys, okay? If you see in these videos, I've made some mistakes. I've put my dogs where my dog is nervous of another dog. Is right in his face. But I can't say, my dogs have never, in the thousands of aggressive dogs I've worked with and put those aggressive dogs with my dogs have never been bit. They've been nipped. I've never gone to the vet. I've never seen blood. They've never been bit because I know when that muzzle comes off. I know when that leash comes off. I know when that barrier is removed, and I don't move it too quickly. So they can't be getting attacked, obviously. All right. I don't think that they know that they're working with an aggressive dog and it's them to fix. We're just playing a game, right? This is what we do. This is what I do. They want to be a part of it. Prince wants to meet other dogs. And then I am shaping him throughout the process. So you can go look back at these videos where dogs go at him or don't go at him, but they're still feisty dogs. If I show you a video, it's because it's a feisty dog. I don't show you sits, downs, and stays during a private session. That's boring. Private sessions are feisty Fido sessions that I film and I show you guys. Those dogs are here because they've had incidents with other dogs. If it's on camera, it's because those dogs have had incidents with other dogs. And so I'm shaping them during that time. So like you'll see me, if Prince has a tough time and he's nervous of another dog, I will then go down and I'll give him love to let him know you're doing a great job. If there's times he's overbearing, I'll tell him, get out of here. In no uncertain terms. I'll go over a video I did about a week ago. I went over and I grabbed his muzzle. You're too much. I'm shaping him to be what I need him to be during that time, which he needs to be loving and not putting up with any BS. That's what I want. Bosco is the perfect example of that. My red Doberman, go back. He was loving. I can't say he wanted to fix these dogs. I don't know if he knew he was fixing these dogs, but I think he cared about these dogs, especially Bosco. Prince is a little more like worked up, if you know what I mean. And it's a bit of a problem, to be honest. Bosco was like, I want to play with this guy, but I'm not taking any nonsense from this guy. And he knew that's what I wanted him to do, but I don't think he knew he was fixing the dogs. Okay, to expand on that, do you think understanding it's a job in the way a dog comprehends search and rescue? I don't think dogs understand a job in the same way we understand a job. I think that they are trying to please their owners. Search and rescue, for example, they're running, they're outside, they're smelling. Well, that's all a dog wants to do in life is be with you, run in the woods, smell the ground. That's all search and rescue is. That's all it is. So you're doing what they love to do and then you're shaping them. My dogs, they want to be with dogs and I'm shaping them to be what they need to be. So how do you do that? You just don't need to do that. You need a good dog and a confident dog, okay? So you need to get your dog with other dogs, so it's a master at dog body language, and you need to be the boss, all right? And let them know when they're not doing something right, your own dog. Let them know when they are doing something right, and don't miss the opportunities when those opportunities arise. It took me years to sort of realize that I need to go sit with my dog in the middle of a session, which I don't always show you guys on camera, when he is stressed out. I didn't know that for years. Bosco my old dog was not really ever stressed out, really. I mean, he was a little bit, but he loved it. Like he would maybe more be the dog that understood that he's fixing other dogs, more than Prince for sure. To Prince, it's all a big game. But Bosco might have understood that a little better, but it took me years to realize, okay, my dog is a little stressed. I need to go sit down with him and just let him do what he wants, which is just to lick my face and me be on the same level with him, and not this guy who's always walking around and is super busy and is super worried about what session is next. I need to go sit down with this guy in the middle of a session that someone's paying for. I need to take 2 minutes and go sit with my dog. Okay, so don't forget to, that was Isaac's question. Don't forget to comment on this video, subscribe, and like.